sana, asante sana. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri. Asante sana, asante. Tuwapigie makofi mazuri. Thank you very much. Hey. Mjumbe na manomi almane.
Makofi kwao. Asante.
Haya, nataka nimkaribishe hapa Agodi Jako Nyango.
Agodi
on stage.
On stage. Hello, kaumnakara.
The final one for now.
Hello, kaumnakara uningi mose luonga. Oburu ritamna dipo uningi mose luonga o. Oburu ritamna dipo unpinyo se luonga. Hello, kaumnakara unpinyo se luonga o. Hello, kaumnakara unpinyo se luonga o. Achanore na molo mawudi tinga udi barbon. Udi nyakoga molo tober mowinjo sungo. Aluongi ng'ama nochungi ka Jaramogi sani oseromo Jaramogi koro dhiyo. Joluo chuk duto luo penjore to wadongi ng'ato kara ruoth oserie bade. Aluo kaw mana kara wuon piny oseluonga o. Aluo kaw mana kara wuon piny oseluonga. Oburu rita mana dipo wuon piny oseluonga o. Oburu rita mana dipo wuon piny oseluonga o. Awuoyo koda molo mawuonya koga thuon kare michungo. Amolo piny luo penjore apenya ni kara thuondi mage miyudo. Inie thuon manobiro ka Jaramogi osenindo. Amolo manokonyo luo kako luo to moko embani yo. Raila med mana kedo piny pod oye wang'e o. Amolo kel mana malo piny oserie wang'e. Raila chung mana kodwa joluo geno kuomi. Ae chorida chung mana kodwa joluo geno kuomi.
Joey.
Wapi makofi? Wapi makofi Agodi?
Let's give him a round of applause. Makofi kwa Agodi. And I want to thank all the performers. Now, let me take this opportunity to invite Adam Salo to continue with the program for there. Then the other entertainers will come at an interlude. Adam Salo.
Thank you very much, Bob Madanji. And as you have listened to the entertainment, you have seen it is cultural entertainment. Cultural because Jaramogi was a man of many worlds, and one of his worlds was culture. One of the reasons that we are here in Ofafa Memorial Hall, and people have been asking, since there are so many people who have turned up, why wasn't this occasion, for example, held in a bigger place? The reason why this time the family decided to have the 30th anniversary in Ofafa Memorial Hall is because it has a history of the struggle of Jaramogi. Ambrose Ofafa, who this hall is named after, was one of the nationalists who suffered and was killed because of the national struggle. He was a councillor in Nairobi, and in 1953, during the height of the Mau Mau, he was killed. And the then colonialists tried to say that it was the Kikuyu Mau Mau who had killed Ofafa. And they were trying to sow the seed of discord between the Kikuyu and the Luo. And Jaramogi, who was then the king of the Luo Union, or the president of the Luo Union, when he heard that skirmishes between the Kikuyu and the Luo were about to take place because of the death of Ofafa, Jaramogi rushed to Nairobi, and he addressed the Luo community in Nairobi and told them, let us not fall into the trap that the colonialist is trying to create between the nationalist movement. And he told the And as Raila Odinga and Oburu Odinga would tell you, Jaramogi sought to raise funds amongst the Luos of East Africa. He went with Raila to Uganda, and he went with Oburu to Tanzania. And they can tell you all the places they went, raising funds that ended up in the building of this memorial hall. So the Jaramogi family thought it befitting that in the 30th anniversary, this memorial should not be in Kango Jaramogi, but should be instead in Ofafa Memorial Hall to capture the culture and memorialization of Jaramogi, the culture man and the nationalist. And with that introduction, let me call the governor of Kisumu County, Professor Nyang' Nyong'o, to welcome you to the county.
Thank you very much, Professor Adam Sulo, for that fantastic introduction to why we are here today. But as Governor of Kisumu, I want to welcome you, all of you, for showing such a big and important respect to Jaramogi and Kisumu County by coming here today for this memorial. I also want to thank, well, before I go very far, the team that made it possible for us to meet in this hall today. The history of this hall for the last 30 years or so is something that will be told later. But as we see it here today, 2 weeks ago, we would not have been here. I want to thank my Deputy Governor, Dr. Willie, and the Minister for Culture and Gender and Social Services, Mheshimiwa Wadiaga, Beatrice, and particularly Abala Wanga, the city manager, and the team that worked here tirelessly. I thank you all for making us meet here this morning and today. But more particularly, as I welcome you to Kisumu, all of you, I also want to thank the following people for coming here, especially, first, Mama Margaret Kenyatta. You are coming here today, given the history you just heard, is very symbolic. We are reliving and we are living. We are reliving the past and living the future. And it is good you are here today with your Odinga family to lay the foundation for this future once more. Thank you very much for coming. I also want to thank very much today for coming here for the political significance of your arrival, Ambassador Olaro Otunu from Uganda. From need, especially for a few guests, whose being here today as we revive of half a memorial hall is very symbolic. Let me also thank Gitu Kahengeri, Mzee Gitu Kahengeri, a veteran of the Mau Mau struggle. I am told that Gitu is about 100 years old, and yet he came here today to make sure that he's present at this occasion. Let us respect Mr. Gitu Kahengeri with our applause. Thank you very much. I also want to thank, finally, I would have thanked you all who have come here, but Mama Raila Mbogo. Mama Raila Mbogo, where is she? She is there. Now, if you know the history of that mama in Nairobi and Iluo politics and national politics, it is good he is here to represent that tradition of valiant women in Kenya who have been part and parcel of this struggle. And finally, the family of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who made it this possible, led by Oburu Odinga, now the doyen of the family, and Raila Molo Odinga, whose family now bears the responsibility of making sure that Jaramogi's legacy lives in the political history of this nation. I welcome you all today. Thank you very much for coming to Kisumu. We are honored, we are pleased. We thank God for the sermon this morning that laid the ground and the road for the future. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Hallelujah. Karibuni Kisumu.
Thank you very much. Thank Thank you very much, Governor Anyang' Nyong'o. As you know, the Jaramogi family is today remembering Jaramogi and has asked us, all of us and Kenyans of all walks of life, to be here. And after Jaramogi died, again from a cultural perspective, it was Dr. Uhuru ODINGA who took over the mantle of culturally and leading the family. In fact, when he was succeeding his father as the MP for Bondo in 1994, he made these remarks that here at home, I'm the leader. But outside there, politically, Raila is my leader. So let me now call the leader of the Jaramogi family after the death of Jaramogi, Dr. Uhuru ODINGA, Atar Komodo, Uburu Kabuta Inga Kunja. Karibu.
Okay. Yeah. All protocols observed. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to this very, very auspicious occasion, a very, very important event for us as a family. And I'm told by Mr. Balawanga that there is a small video, a very small one for 5 seconds, which he wants to play, and then we proceed.
Must be a champion of the social, political, and economic development of the people. It must thus seek to report on the efforts of the people to bring about these developments. The press must indeed go further than this and champion those social, political, and economic systems best suited for the development of Africa. In a nutshell, the press must be involved in championing the correct direction of development in Africa and the culture on which African socialism as our ideal without the consent of the total in some papers which, when there is anything good about me or good about somebody whom they have selected not to publicize, then that one they will play down and even put it in a hidden corner somewhere. But when something comes bad about ODINGA, they will make the headline.
Yeah, that was a statement Jaramogi made in London. There was a scandal which was in the Times in London, and we were there with Othigo Tieno. And Othigo Tieno